Well, good morning, everybody. Ben here with Fly Plugins. I'm here with my two good friends, Nate Johnson and Corey Crowley, and we are the Fly Plugins team. And we are here to answer your questions this morning. We take questions on WordPress, any one of our plugins, WP Courseware, S3 Media Maestro, or Churnly, or we take online business questions. We love talking about online business, marketing, strategy, any of that type of thing. And so we will be taking your questions live. You can submit them via the chat window. You can submit them on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube. You can post them on Facebook. We will be checking all of those channels for questions. And so welcome.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey, everybody. We have some questions.
Yeah, we've got questions in our Trello board. We've got, I think we just got a submission in email. I see some popping in chat. And yeah, awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'll let you get started, man.
We should.
You can start with Trello if you want.
Okay, we can start there. Let's see. Let's see what we have logged. Okay. First up, I have Michelle. She's a new user and is asking about integrations with ActiveCampaign and Thrive University. Which we don't have direct integrations for, right?
We do not. ActiveCampaign is a kind of a CRM, sort of an email response service, but we do not have integration. We just released the ConvertKit integration, which is pretty robust. It's a really good integration with ConvertKit. I think we do have MailChimp in the hopper. I think we're kind of working toward that one. It's almost done. Not quite sure when we'll release that, but it will be coming soon. But yeah, ActiveCampaign would be a good one to put on our list. Seems like I know a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about ActiveCampaign versus something like Infusionsoft. I know I've heard a lot of well, I don't want to say negative things, but just Infusionsoft is a bit more. Quite a bit more robust and intense. ActiveCampaign is a little more user-friendly. And ConvertKit, on the other hand, is not quite a full CRM, but does the job. It does a great job. We actually personally use that for our business.
Yeah, we have ActiveCampaign on our list. Like Ben said, we just we have a couple before that one.
Yeah.
So MailChimp being the next one. So.
And depending on how you use it, what I always tell people is you can, if the other service has a WordPress plugin, like I said, depending on how you're using it, their plugin could send new user registrations over to your list, but you just may not be able to specify which list they go to.
Right. So yeah, no, good question. We're working on it.
Yeah, and Thrive University, I'm not that familiar with.
Familiar with Thrive themes,
right?
And I don't know if is that same thing.
I think that's going to be a theme. Yeah, that's by Thrive Themes.
Gives access to all our guides, courses, and webinars. Okay, so maybe they're just talking about Thrive themes. Sounds like the university is just education on Thrive. So. We don't necessarily have integration with Thrive, but interestingly enough, we are working on an update currently as we speak. We update a lot of things on our front end, and because of that, the plugin is going to be a lot more friendly to builders and things like that. Now, we don't have integrations yet with a lot of the builders yet, like Divi or Beaver Builder. I think Thrive has a builder as well. But eventually we will get there. But we are taking the next step to get us to that point where we can start integrating with those various builders. But the front end is going to be a pretty awesome update. I'm pretty excited about it. You're going to be able to do some stuff with templates and things of that nature. You're going to be able to move various parts of the course unit around, and it's going to be a pretty full update.
Yeah. It's in the works, and we're hoping to have it done relatively soon, but we're working on it right now as we speak.
Yep. Good question, though.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks, Ben and Corey. Let's see. Next up in Trello, I have a question from Adrian. Topic is functionality. I didn't get any specifics there, but we do have a lot of resources that demonstrate what WP Courseware can do.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel. We've got our support site, support.wpcourseware.com, has a ton of articles. And, you know, kind of at a higher level, what we're working toward with WP Courseware is we really want to make the UI intuitive so that it's kind of just like out of the box. You can figure out how to use it. So we're working on the back end UI quite a bit. And so hopefully you won't need as much documentation or hand-holding to get started with the plugin itself. That's what we're working toward.
Right. Full functioning demo site. And we'll have a new sales page, a new product page for WP Courseware soon that's going to outline each of the primary features in detail. So you can either glance at them or you can dig in deep and get some detail to see if it fits your project requirements.
Yeah, in the past, we've unfortunately we've just not had the ability to allow somebody into the back end of WP Courseware to experience that. So we actually have a solution now. We've just not put it into place yet, but it'll be out. Actually, when this next update releases, we're going to go ahead and release our new demo site. So we can kind of show off the back end as well as the front end, so you can have a full experience before you purchase. So we're close.
Yeah, we're actively working on it.
Yeah.
Great. Yes, something we've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The last one I have in Trello from the past few days is not really a question, but I thought I'd bring it up as a topic because someone was interested in our affiliate program. And I don't know that I think we have talked about the affiliate program on office hours, but I know it's been a while.
Yeah, so we do have an affiliate program now. Typically, we only allow our customers to participate in the affiliate program. However, we've made some special arrangements with individuals that have a pretty big following. We know that they're definitely going to use their following to promote WP Courseware. So we've made special arrangements in those cases. But for the most part, we only allow, and the reason for that is we want our users to that like our product, that use our product, to be, out in the forefront, promoting our product. We kind of have the same mentality. We typically don't promote products that we don't use ourselves, and I think it makes it a better testimony because you're actually using that product and you can talk about it and give your success story and that kind of thing. So, anyhow, we do have that. We do have the program. I think, what is our payout, Nate? I think we are at 35%.
35%, yes.
Yes, the payout is 35%, which is it's a good payout. I mean, comparatively with maybe some of the other products that are out there. So yeah, if you're a customer, we'd love to have you as an affiliate, and we'd love for you to promote our products.
And you can access that application from within the member portal once you're logged in there.
You have access to the member portal. You can go in and there's a link there on your dashboard.
Okay. Looks like that's it from my Trello board here.
Okay. Now, we did get that email here just a few minutes ago. We can kind of come through that. And I think Renee is actually on with us. So thanks, Renee, for the inquiry. We can kind of go through your questions. You had quite a few actually in this particular email. So it may cover the ones that you asked in the chat window as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start covering those. Okay, so the first topic is students will be discovering and writing a lot about themselves in my course. I want to be able to capture the data they provide as they go, so they can have a complete copy at the end. Currently, there's really no, I guess, lesson submission, so to speak. The only way that you can capture data right now with WP Courseware is through a quiz. So you can ask open-ended questions, and it could be an essay type question, or it could also be a file upload style question where they can actually upload, a PDF or a Word document or, a Pages file or something like that. And so if they upload, obviously if they upload a file, that is definitely captured on your file server. It'll be, I believe it's in the uploads directory. If they submit the open-ended style question, you'll also have that captured in your database. And there's no real easy way to extract all those simultaneously. You would have to go individually and look at each user's profile or student's profile, and kind of go into their various courses and look at the particular quiz that they took. So currently, that's kind of how that works. Next question: Can WP Courseware variabilize user-submitted feedback to quizzes, questions, etc., into merge tags for populating course certificates and customizing the masterclass experience? So currently, course certificates are just solely based on course completion. So at some point, we may introduce a really robust certificate option where you can provide certificates based on individual quizzes. But currently, the way it stands, certificates are solely just for completion of course.
Yeah, there's no like aggregated report at the end of all the courses that they take or anything like that. It's just at the end of the course, you can download a certificate that says, hey, you've completed this course. And you can also download data about the quiz open-ended answers.
Oh, that's right.
We do offer that. So if you have like a quiz that has a couple open-ended questions, when they complete that, you can download kind of a PDF that gives that report of what they answered, etc. So,
right. Next question: Where does WP Courseware store quiz uploaded videos? So same thing as I mentioned earlier. It's in the uploads folder, I believe. In the upload, or is it WPCW uploads, Corey?
No, yeah. So it's in the uploads folder. There's a specific folder for WP Courseware in there that it stores those files. I'm
actually looking up the name. Yeah, so it's in WP-content, and then there's WP Courseware _uploads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's outside the uploads folder. It's in.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Same level as the uploads folder.
Right.
Okay, so next question: Can WP Courseware integrate with H5P for user-submitted content? Nate, I'm going to let you answer that because you've written quite a bit about this.
Yes, it does. You can embed H5P content within the course lessons, not necessarily within. I don't think they'll function within within a question, but they'll function within the lesson itself. That being said, anything that's submitted through H5P wouldn't be stored in the quiz results in the database. It's just going to be right there on the lesson page for them. But we love H5P. It's got some great interactive content, and even if you don't store that data from their quizzes, it's still a useful tool.
Next question: Are you working on a badging feature? So we aren't working towards a native badging feature at this point, although it's not necessarily off the table. It's just that we have current integrations with other plugins that do a pretty good job at this. So we are currently integrated with MyCred, WP Achievements, and GamiPress. We are looking to integrate with a few more as well. But at this point, it's not our top priority, although like I said, it's definitely on our list. I don't know when we'd get to it, and it definitely isn't at the top of our list at this point.
Yeah.
Does WP Courseware have the concept of version 2? I'm not quite sure.
As in, you can work on a version 2 of a course, and when ready, swap out version 1 for version 2.
Oh, I gotcha.
Without losing customers or whatnot. So.
No, but what? Yeah, I mean, you can dynamically add in modules and units to any course at any given time. So if you have a staging site, or using something like Local by Flywheel, you have a local stack where you can test. You can definitely build out a course. I mean, you can always export, import as well. There's a lot of different options you can do with the course. But yeah, you can always change them on the fly. You can test it before and just change it on the fly, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, you could also say, okay, this is the version 2 of the course that you have in draft mode, and then when version 2 is ready, just enroll everybody that was in version 1 into the version 2 course, and then it's good to go. So
next question, are you working on a drag drop matching question type? So yes and no. Yes, it's on our list to do. No, we're not actively working on. The reason for that, we are currently in the midst of a rewrite of our entire plugin. Actually, we're maybe after this iteration, we'll be about maybe 75% done with it. I don't know. Maybe that's a rough estimate.
Yeah, because basically with this next version, we're trying to focus on a lot of the front end changes that have been part of the legacy piece of the plugin. So once that's done, the next piece that we have left to kind of overhaul is the quiz/certificate functionality. So that is kind of the last big item on our list to get to a version 5.0. And so we plan to be working on that later this year to overhaul it. And who knows, the drag and drop question type may be included in something like that. We just don't know yet. So it'll definitely be easier to add question types. And when we have an API to add more question types, someone else may come along and create a good one for us. So we're trying to make it extensible for other developers to create their own question types, and drag and drop type question may be included in that. So.
So it's going to just make it easier. There's a bunch of different types of questions, matrix style. There's, I think you even mentioned another one here, contextual building. And so there's different question types, but currently it's just not easy for us to add those at this point. But once Corey overhauls that quiz module, then we can build, various types of question types. And like Corey said, it makes it easier for other developers as well to extend the plugin. They can maybe write something like that. So we're working towards it. We're getting there. Next question. Go ahead, Corey. Sorry.
I was going to say, Renee asked the question in chat, and I'll just repeat it over here. She said that, and this goes back to the version 1, version 2. She says, does that mean you could safely unenroll live students from version 1? And you can, if you wanted to, but you could also keep them enrolled in that same version 1. But when it comes to like paying customers, you might want to just offer the version 2 upgrade as like another upgraded piece that they can purchase. You know what I mean? So there's options to do it, but like Ben said, we don't necessarily offer like you could swap it out for another. There's just kind of a workaround. That makes sense.
Yeah. The problem with if you tried to do like some like a swap, like going from version 1 to 2, is you lose the course progress. So if they've completed a quarter of that particular course, and you change them over to the next version, you unenroll them from this one and roll them over here, they lose all their course progress. So really, you probably just want to update it on the fly. Maybe do your testing on the back end and that sort of thing. So,
or offer like an upgraded course, like you offer new features in the new one, and they can upgrade to that one so they can purchase that one for a little bit more money or something like that.
Right. If you fired course 1 back up though, wouldn't it still pull in the data from previously? If it's the same course ID?
Well, if the units get removed though, you think you lose the progress, I think.
Yeah, I would try and keep version 1 intact as much as possible and keep those users enrolled, because they'll have that course progress. Just if you want to offer like a updated version, I'd just say offer it, but give everybody that's in version 1 like a coupon code or something like that they can enroll in version 2 at 100% coupon, or even offer it as like an upgrade or something like that. So just an option. Or you can just, like Ben said, update it on the fly and keep the version 1 good to go. Just add more units or more modules, whatever.
Yeah, there is a caveat to that as well, though. Just keep in mind that if you dynamically insert let's just say like if you have 4 modules and you decide to add a unit into the first module, if a student has, let's say the student is already down into module 3, and you insert that unit into module 1, they will have to go back and complete that unit, the new unit, before they can progress in the course, unless you have there's a feature in the course where you can configure it so that it shows or allows your students to be able to click on any unit at any given time. But the default setting is where they have to mark as complete each unit in serial before they can move on to the next one. So they have to complete the earliest non-completed unit, so to speak. So anyway, that's the caveat.
Cool.
I think this is the last question. It says, I see module numbering defaults starting at number 1. Is it possible to do a welcome teaser intro module? So Corey is actually I don't know if he's actually working on that one on this version. It might be in a future version where we work on module permalink structuring and naming convention. But at this point in time, with the current version, there's no way to change that, unfortunately. You're
always going to say module 1.
Yeah, it's going to be module 1. But the interesting thing is you mentioned like a teaser in there. So what's interesting about that is that you can set any unit as a teaser. So you can set it as like a completely open unit so that somebody can come to your website and not be logged in or enrolled into that particular course, but they can see that unit's content. And you can configure any unit within the course, or multiple units for that matter, to be teaser, so that they can view that unit content without having to be enrolled into your course. So not sure if that was meant to be in the question or not, but you did mention teaser in there. But as far as module numbering, yeah, you're stuck for right now. Hopefully in the future, we will have that taken care of.
Did we address the one where it says contextual building quiz question? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just, based on
it's just a quiz type. Question type.
Yeah.
Got to redo the quiz module.
I would say in our pre-sales inquiries that the drag and drop is a pretty popular request. Something people would use.
Yeah, and I know it's on our list too. Like we've had that request before, and when we get to the quiz piece later this year, who knows, we may add that question plus a couple other question types natively in there so that they're in there. And I'm sure there's other types we're not thinking of that people can add later on.
Yeah.
So it just depends. We haven't quite planned out that release yet for that feature. So when we get there, who knows, it may be in there.
That's all the questions I had on that particular submission. Good questions, by the way. Thanks, Renee. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Renee.
Yeah, good stuff.
I think we are good, fellas. Anything else, guys?
I think that's it.
And Renee, thanks for the encouragement. She was just saying on chat how grateful.
Yeah, easy.
I'm sorry. My bad, dude. Totally my fault. We appreciate the encouragement, and we know it's not easy, and we hope to get some good features out here soon. So that's embarrassing. Sorry, Renee. My bad, dude.
Nature of the beast.
Cool. Well, if there's nothing else, let me just double check when our next office hours will be. I believe it's going to be on the 30th of August. Mm-hmm. And that will be at 1 p.m. Eastern.
We'll have a registration link up here shortly, as well as a replay of this session.
Yes, sir. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that way you don't miss out on any of this good stuff. Our office hours are free every month. We plan on keeping it that way. We love answering your questions, and we look forward to seeing you next month. So thank you for watching.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.